how to learn ethics and good governance. And the best way to learn and understand what is ethics and what is good corporate governance, what are the professional standards, we can learn from the history of this country. And one example that comes to my mind is from the era of Chhatrapati Shivaji. Chhatrapati Shivaji's guru was Swami Samarth. Swami Samarth one day was passing through agriculture fields of a village, and where he was passing there was a sugarcane field. He was just going from one place to another, oblivious of everything, as he was an enlightened master. So he was passing. Suddenly, a young man, young farmer, came running towards Swami Samarth, and he saw Swami Samarth, and he saw close to him there were the skins of sugar canes which were used by somebody. And this man, when he saw that close to Swami Samarth they were lying a lot of सूखा चूसा हुआ जो गन्ना होता है वह पड़ा हुआ था, this man, this farmer who saw all this, he became furious. And he became furious. He dug up one sugar cane from the sugar cane field, and with that sugar cane he started beating Swami Samarth. Swami Samarth was shocked. He could not understand anything as to what was happening. Swami Samarth was a strong man. He immediately overpowered the farmer and took out the sugar cane from his hand and asked him, "Man, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? Why are you hitting me with this sugar cane? And I am a simple monk. Why are you doing it?" And the farmer realized his mistake. And he said, "Swamiji, please pardon me. I have made a mistake. When I saw you here, and I also saw these consumed sugar cane close to you, I thought that you are the person who is coming to my sugar cane field every day, digging up a lot of sugar canes, eating them and going away. And I thought you are that person, and that is the reason I made that mistake, and I have hit you hard with the sugar cane. Please pardon me, I have made a mistake. Please pardon me, I have made a mistake. But what do I do, Swamiji? My family is big. My parents are old. I've got 4 children and my wife. So we are 7 of us in the family. We are 8 of us in the family, and I have a very small piece of land on which I cultivate sugarcane. If somebody comes and eats all my sugarcane like this, then at the end of it, I will have nothing left with me. And therefore, I will not be able to earn anything. And if I am not able to earn anything, how will I feed my family? And that is why I was angry. And when I thought that you were that person, I have made the mistake of hitting you with the sugarcane. Swamiji, please pardon me, I have made a mistake. Samarth looked at him and he said, "All right, not to worry. Don't worry about it. Take care. May God bless you." And by saying this, Swami Samarth went away. Swami Samarth was the guru of Chhatrapati Shivaji. Now this news that somebody, a farmer, had hit guru of Chhatrapati Shivaji with sugar cane, this news reached to Chhatrapati Shivaji like a wildfire in the jungle. And when Chhatrapati Shivaji came to know of this, he was furious. He said, "How anyone can dare beat my guru with sugar cane?" And he immediately ordered his police people, and he said, "Go and bring that idiot farmer to me. I will punish him." So immediately the Sainiks of Chhatrapati Shivaji went to the village, arrested the farmer, and brought him to the court of Chhatrapati Shivaji. Chhatrapati Shivaji asked him, "Are you the one who hit my Guru, Swami Samarth, with the sugar cane?" And the farmer folded his hand. "Yes, Maharaj, I have made that mistake." Chhatrapati said, "No, you have not made the mistake. You have made the blunder. You have made the blunder, and the only punishment that you deserve is to be put behind the bars for whole of your life." Chhatrapati ordered, put him behind the bars for whole of his life. So as was the order from Chhatrapati Shivaji, the man was put behind the bars. Now this news also, like a wildfire in the jungle, spread everywhere, and it also reached to Swami Samarth. When this news reached to Swami Samarth was having his meal, and he was just taking a square of meal to his mouth. Then somebody came and told him, "Swamiji, this is what has happened." Samarth left the meal back into his thali, and he got up and he went to the darbar of Chhatrapati Shivaji, and he reached there. So when he reached there and Chhatrapati saw his Guru in the darbar, Chhatrapati got up from his Sinhasan and he said, "Gurudev, why did you take the trouble of coming all the way to my place? You would have ordered, I would have come to your place, Guruji." Samarth said, "No, Shiva, the matter was so urgent that I could not wait to send you a message and then wait for you to come." Chhatrapati said, "Gurudev, what has happened?" Then Samarth asked him, "Shiva, is it true that you have put a man behind the bars for whole of his life?" Chhatrapati immediately understood the whole background, and he said, "Yes, Gurudev, I have. I came to know that this man had hit you with the sugar cane, and I could just not tolerate that somebody being so cruel with my Guru, so I have put him behind the bars." Then Samarth said, "Shiva, this is not what you should have done. This is not what you should have done." Chhatrapati said, "Gurudev, what are you saying? This man has hit you and you are saying I should not have done. Then what do you think I should have done?" And Samarth said to Shiva, to Chhatrapati Shivaji, he said, "Shiva, if at all you want to do something, if at all you want to give him something, don't give him punishment. Give him 20-30 acres of land. This man is poor. He has a family of 8 people. His land is very small, and it is not enough for taking care of livelihood of the whole family. So that day when I was passing through his sugarcane field, he thought that I was the one who was stealing his sugarcane. And that is why, out of desperation, out of the anxiety, out of the worry that he will not be able to feed his family, out of that anxiety, he did whatever he did. So if at all you want to give him something, don't give him punishment. Give him 20-30 acres of land, so that he does not have to worry about livelihood of his family, so that he is able to take care of his family without any worries and without any concerns." Chhatrapati heard this from his Guru. He bowed down to him and he said, "Gurudev, मुझे क्षमा करें, मुझसे गलती हुई. I have made a mistake and you are right, and I would do that." He immediately ordered that man to be freed and also granted him 30 acres of land. Friends, this is called ethics. This is called governance. And that is what we need to understand from Chhatrapati Shivaji. That is what we need to understand from Swami Samarth. It does not end. Life is full of such incidences. Life is full of such incidences. Another story that I would like to share with you as to what is good corporate governance, what is ethics, what are the standards, what are the professional standards that we need to live, and not only live but become an example. Remember, as I was telling you before, we professionals, we valuation professionals or insolvency professionals or independent directors or chartered accountants, cost accountants, company secretaries, lawyers, MBAs, architects, engineers, we all have additional responsibility. The people who are not professional can afford to make the mistake of not following the ethics. But we people who are professionals, we have to follow the ethics. And remember, why are we referred as professionals? A person does not become a professional because he acquires a professional degree. A person does not become a professional because he's a chartered accountant or cost accountant or company secretary or lawyer or doctor or engineer or architect. No, he doesn't become a professional merely by virtue of holding a degree or merely by virtue of holding a class qualification. A person becomes professional when he professes ethics, when he professes good governance, when he professes high standards of ethics. And that is when he becomes professional. So if you and I have to be really a good professional, you and I have an additional responsibility of setting examples of high standards, high ethics, and high corporate governance. Let me share with you one more story, friends. And this story is from the life of Chanakya. Chanakya, we all have heard of him. One day, few people came to meet Chanakya. It was the time of the evening, dark, and Chanakya was doing some work. There was a lamp which was lighting there, and in the light of that lamp, Chanakya was doing his work. So when these people approached him in the dark of the evening, he asked them to wait and sit down. So all these people who had gone to meet Chanakya, as he advised, all these people sat down and kept on seeing that Chanakya was working. After a while, Chanakya finished his work, and when he finished his work, there was another lamp that was kept there. Chanakya lighted the second lamp and put off the first lamp, and then asked to those visitors, "Tell me, what can I do?" So the leader of that group, he said, "Maharaj, what we have come for, we will tell you later. But we are foxed. We are really perplexed. We have not been able to understand as to why did you do that." Chanakya asked him, "What did I do?" And the man said, "Gurudev, now when we came, there was a lamp that was lighting, and you were working in the light of that lamp. And just few minutes back, you lighted another lamp, put off the first lamp, and then you asked us to speak to you. Why did you put off one lamp and lighted the another one?" Chanakya said, "See, all of you have come to meet me for some personal work. When you came here, I was doing official work. And when I was doing official work, the lamp that was lighting here was working on the oil that has come from the exchequer of the government of this place. Now that you have come to discuss with me something which is personal, now I lighted the second lamp. And why did I light the second lamp? Because the oil in the second lamp is not from the exchequer. It is from the money that I have earned myself. So when it is personal work, why should I use the oil which is from the government?" And that is the reason why I lighted the second lamp and put off the first lamp, and then I am talking to you. Friends, this is an example of corporate governance. This is an example of ethics. This is an example of professional standards. And I'm sure, friends, if we understand these two stories, there is no need for any further elaboration as to what is ethics. There is no need for any further elaboration as to what are the professional standards that we need to follow. We just need to remember these two stories, and I'm sure rest of the things will fall automatically. To get into the skin of understanding what is ethics, we need to answer three more questions, friends. And what those three questions are? Those three questions are: number one, what is purpose of a business? So we are professionals, and soon we are going to be valuation professionals also. So ultimately, whatever we would be doing, would be doing for the benefit of businesses all over the country, and I'm sure all over the world also, because today the world is becoming a big village, and therefore there will be opportunities where you would also be handling assignments of the global corporates or global clients. We need to understand what is purpose of a business, and we need to understand the question number two: what is the purpose of this entire existence? And then we need to answer the question number three, and that is, what can be the purpose of our life itself? What can be purpose of our life itself? What is the purpose of a business? Let me ask all of you, maybe some of you would like to respond. So anyone can respond. What is the purpose of a business? Anyone? Anyone? What is purpose of a business?